It was really strange for me at the beginning because I met a lot of people from south of Italy, and the first dinner that we had together at the Italian American club, actually I spoke in dialect. It was crazy for me. This is why maybe my English sometimes will run away, because my mind is tricked that here is full of Italian and people from south of Italy. Okay, I don't talk too much. I usually draw, I usually paint, I usually make murals, so I'm not a good talker. I think that my body decided to draw because I'm not able to talk a lot, so I try to speak with images, and then suddenly I meet music. I started to play drums when I was really, really young, and then suddenly I discovered how to play the guitar. I started 1 year ago, so sorry for the one that are musician or can really play the guitar. Sorry for that. I'll try just to be gentle with this magical instrument, and I will explain why it's magical for me. Now I start, as I always start, with a Sicilian song. I think it's the best way to understand each other, to explain you where I come from. And it's not about the meaning of the words, but it's about the meaning of the sound. So actually you will not understand nothing about the song, just the sound, just try to feel it. And obviously if you don't understand what I'm saying, you can stop me and say, what are you saying? I'm not understanding nothing. So just stop me when you want, okay? I will not use the microphone, so, okay, you're already quiet public, so. Or maybe, no, I need the microphone for the online. Okay, I'm going to use the microphone. Little bit lower the volume. I don't know. It's all live, I didn't prepare anything, so it's real life. Nuova opportunità, scamacca i carritteri, ogni tanto lassavano i loro bisogni e Moscona ci abbulavano sopra. Io una caccia di lucertoli a littori, nada ci commette ne sa Gigini c'è una bucco a scuola sta finendo. E quando d'angoncio d'asciata mi viene nascostando cori, o tutto che fuori si mori, mi sento scianizza d'amori, l'amori. E quando d'angoncio d'asciata mi viene nascostando cori, o tutto che fuori si mori, mi sento scianizza d'amori, l'amori. Thank you. So actually, this is a it's tricky. Okay, we'll stay more than 1 hour, I think. Okay, nice. So this was a Sicilian song from one of my favorite artists, is Franco Battiato, and he was kind of genius. He was friend of David Lynch. They did some movies together, and was friend of a lot of people actually, but two of my favorite person in the world, David Lynch and Alejandro Jodorowsky. They're really, really good friends, and I always use this song to share Sicilian vibes. There are kind of, it seems an happy place. Actually, it's really a happy place, but we are really able to show our sadness. It's a kind of find a balance between this. And yeah, so I'm an illustrator. This is one of my work. I work in digital, analogic, I paint mural, I'm a painter. And I discovered that I like to teach also. Or as I like to say, I love to guide people that then became also my friends. And we just guide each other to our life somehow. And it's really beautiful to learn, especially like as a teacher, having this role, actually I feel that I am the first students and I have 30 teachers somehow. So I'm going to show you, I wanted to show you some of my work, but I wanted to do it in a stupid way, just linking Instagram here and scroll it, but I think it's better not. And so, if you want later, you can check my stuff. If you are curious, you can ask me and I'll give you the contact and things. So now we will focus on the teaching life, like my life as a teacher. It is quite new for me. I started 5 years ago at MADE program. That is an academy run by Alessandro Montel, one of my best friends in Sicily, in Syracuse, and it's the place where I met Kerry. That lucky day when we met. So this is one of the main rooms of MADE program. It's a tiny school, but it's really full of energy. And there are some students there that last year came. Last year or 2 years ago?
Last summer.
Last summer. I mean, you can come here and tell, but you can stay there, don't worry. It's a place full of energy. It's like a big family, like everyone knows each other. There are like 100 students, somehow 150 students. They come from all over the world. There are a lot of locals, and this is the big aim of this academy, is to try to help local students to stay in Sicily, because usually students goes up in the north, they go in Milan, as I did, because at the moment there were no academy and no places where to stay in the south. And actually, I had the best moment of my life in Milan, but I got also 2 years of really deep depression, so I don't advise you to go there. No, like, I mean, you can stay there, but not more than 5 years. Then your roots call back somehow. And I decided to come back to Sicily, actually, yeah, 12 years later. And I live by the sea, and I don't know, there was this kind of energy that was calling me again, and I just came back home. And everything started. So I'm here also because I broke up with Milan. But anyway, yeah, the school is really beautiful. It's it's old, it's all painted. Like, it's really charming place. And if you go out from the balcony, there is the sea. So it's a really beautiful place. If you want to come, they don't pay me to do this. So I say it because I'm happy to say it. Or I mean, I hope that they can pay me more. But anyway, sorry. So this is one of my lessons, and I try to be short, sorry, because when I start to speak, I don't finish. My lesson, I try to do lesson in a funny way somehow, because I really care about friendship, and I really care about teaching and sharing our life experience using friendship, using the respect that you have with a friend. And unfortunately, I say this because, and I try to do this because I grew up with another method. I grew up with the method of fear. So if you don't do something, someone yell at you or punish you, and so you learn because you have fear that someone punish you. I mean, I think that school in Italy are still like this, especially public school, but obviously I'm generalizing. I hope that there are kind people everywhere. As I saw here, because I saw a lot of beautiful teacher here, really nice teacher that really resonate with what I do. And so yes, these are some images. Usually try to be funny and scare in a funny way my students. For example, in these images that is really little, sorry, you can see three trees. And I usually ask to the students, like the day before we do this kind of live drawing, I tell them that the next day will come some naked models. And they never did like naked model live drawings, and so they're really shy and scared about it. And some of them don't come the day after, but in reality the naked model are trees. So I have to call them back and say, okay, don't worry, they are not naked people, they are just trees. Because I show you these images because all my inspiration come from nature. And these days I met an amazing artist, Leslie, and also she has really connected with nature. All of her work is based on nature, and I think all of the artists, the greatest artists, or just artists in history, took inspiration from nature, because it's the best teacher ever. First of all, the nature doesn't yell at you. Like it depends. If you meet a grizzly that want to hit you, maybe some yell he can give to you. But the tree is really gentle, and yeah, I'm the one that hug trees. Yeah, my father is not so happy for this, but yeah. Okay, I'm enjoying. He's happy for this. Sorry. So yes, I'm going to show other images from my lesson. In this one, there is sound. I don't know, Alvaro. Yes. Sorry, it's really tiny. Okay, there are my friends, musicians, that usually I invite to my lesson to play, because I do this kind of lesson in which the students try to translate sound into words, into colors, into shape. So we run a kind of visual design course, but without looking. Or we try to look less. So we try to use other senses to have images in our mind. And I found that music is really powerful to make images in your mind. I think that it's something that everyone experienced, like to listen to music to help your process. And yeah, I invite my friend. Sorry? Yes. Yes. Time is it? It's already 30 minutes past already. What do you have to do for dinner? You have time to stay? Okay. I like this sound. Okay, they are playing instruments, so you can, don't worry, Albert. You can imagine what they are playing. I'm sorry, but it's not working. How to go? Okay, this is another thing, sorry. I lost everything, sorry. It's you have to deal with this, with bad presentation. This is why I'm trying to be funny, because I have to balance the things that I'm not able. No, this is another stuff. These are the images that we opened at the beginning, so they're not, okay, nice, thank you. Okay, again, my friends here are playing a really beautiful Spanish song and Sicilian song, and my students are trying to translate it into images. And usually the composition are really vibrant. These are some of my funny students. We used to make painting together, even if they are not so like a masterpiece of painting. Actually, this is the proof that we were communicating by shapes and colors. So actually, this painting is a communication in between our community, our class. And every time we see this painting, we remember what we said to each other without saying words. And it's really beautiful. It's full of energy because your fantasy is just enlarged. Yeah, this is a chill moment at the Maid Academy. You can't see, you're too far, but usually during the break we just some bath. Okay, we take the sun. There is the sea, is the main harbor. So like I think it's a really positive place. And it's really important for a place in which you study. Yeah. Again, I always try to torture my students. I blind them. I punch. No, I'm joking. I try to explain them that you can think, you can see, you can visualize with closed eyes, and it's true. Like usually when they draw without looking, they made really incredible things, but are incredible for them because they don't realize that they can do this. And actually here we are trying to make mistakes, and we are trying to learn by mistakes. I think is nature, one of teacher, mistakes, second teacher. I think they are really, really important to learn a lot. And I'm the best to make mistakes, as you can see. I hope you too, because it's a power. It's a superpower to make mistakes. Again, some torture to my students. She can't breathe, so it's. But no, obviously she can. But she's trying to listen to music and reproduce it without looking at what she's doing. This is important because she's not judging herself. That is the first block that everyone has, to judge yourself. And then you're stuck because you think, oh, what they think or what they do. Like these days I'm going around with that long coat, and today, I don't know if this girl is here now. No, it's not here. She just stopped me 1 hour ago, and she said, "How are you? Like, it's not carnival anymore. Like you are like a kind of Marvel character." I know it's just my coat, and I am Italian, so maybe my character is this. So it's like I think that when you feel that someone is judging you, you're just stuck. You can't do anything. You just feel useless, without ideas, and so on. I think it's the first things that you got to remove. How to remove this? I can't say bad words, but don't think about it. It's easy. It's easy. It's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. One way to experiment this is drawing blinded. Try it. I also teach in the other side of the planet. I teach in China. So I started 3 years ago, a collaboration with a big university there, and I try to share the same technique that I try to teach at my place in Sicily. And this is one of the lessons that I run there. Again, you can't listen to the sound, but it is a kind of soundscape of wood. And they are trying to link color to sound. Meanwhile, I play the guitar. And again, I try to share this kind of technique that is quite hard to share there because they're really, okay, I'm generalizing, but technically they are really incredible. I really learn from them how to draw. And, but I try to teach them how to think somehow in a fantasy way. Oh, the sound, suddenly, okay. Thank you. Here is another experiment with mistakes. I ask them to try to draw something the best they can. After 30 minutes, I start to move the pencil, I start to change the things, I blind them, change the hands. And they got scared when they can't control someone from the external world to instruct them and change the way.
Appreciate.
Some of them just refuse to do it, and they have to torture again. No, I'm joking. I mean, it's challenging to adapt, no? And life is like this. I mean, I don't have to tell you what's happening in the planet right now. Sorry, sometimes the word doesn't arrive. But it's happening, no? So what we can do, just adapt and try to answer sharing positive vibes. I mean, we don't have the power to change things in a political way somehow or at that level. You can just try to have a good time together. I think it's the best healing process that we can have right now. And I mean, this kind of sadness that we are feeling these days, it's happening also in Italy. So I really understand what's happening. And obviously, I don't want to judge the political point of view. We are not talking about politics today, or maybe yes, I don't know. But really, this kind of exercise can be like little seeds that can make really beautiful flowers and leaves and beautiful smell and fruit. When you start to trust about it, it will happen. It's not magic, it's physics somehow. Or physics is also magic when you don't want to know too much. Okay, sorry, I start to talk. If you want to talk later, we can talk a lot about it. This is another experiment that I do with them. I took inspiration from some exercises made by Alejandro Jodorowsky. I met his son once. I don't know if you know him. Someone knows Jodorowsky? Thank you. I really know that you are, because you are the only one that were applauding before, so I know that you are the best in this room. Okay, Jodorowsky was a genius, and he worked a lot with what he called psychomagic. So it's when your body knows more than your mind. So to understand something, instead of telling, speaking to you, I try to let you act somehow that body can teach you the feeling. Sorry, it's tricky, my English is pretty bad, but I hope you understood. Like, if I want to teach what is pain, okay, I can describe it. But if I slap you, you will understand immediately, no? Or if you want, I mean, it's easy, no? It's like this, and this happens every time with everything, with success, with love, with hate, with everything. If I want to love you and they say, oh, I love you, okay, you're so beautiful, okay, yes, I feel good. But if I kiss you, the feelings are completely different, no? Chemistry start to run and you learn things that you can't learn by words. So I'm trying to do this. So in this experiment, I asked them to draw their problems or something that gives them sadness. So these are a lot of problems of my Chinese students. Oh my God, sorry. A lot of students of my Chinese students, and then I asked them to throw their problem to me, like physically, like this. Okay, here the audio is really nice, but unfortunately. So they really throw all this ball of paper to me, and we do it several times, and after that they feel better. It's easy. Your body just really thinks. And I don't have to convince them. I don't have to struggle to tell them, oh, you have to feel better and so on. They just feel it. And I think to do it in school, it's really important because it's a place in which we learn with happiness, with joy. And sometimes, like for me, it was like a prison somehow. And it was like a prison aesthetically and also emotionally somehow. So when I escaped from my prison, I tried to share what I didn't have somehow and what I experienced by myself. But here I don't feel in a prison, okay, so don't worry, I feel really in a beautiful place. And I saw a lot of snow that is not easy for me. I make also sometimes little kind of meditation. It's just 5 minutes in silence and trust me, it's not easy to stay 5 minutes in silence trying to think about nothing. It's not easy. It's really not easy. I try to make also some other torture. We play also with hands, so we try to touch things and then try to reproduce some texture or color or imagine what's inside. And obviously I put also really how to say ugly stuff. Yeah, exactly. It was looking like what I touched. It was a slimy things inside. And I usually make jokes because they learn in a better way. And I use music, as I told you. Sorry. Okay. Use music. I used to make to them a lot of jokes. Okay, there is not the video. I lost it, but okay, it's this one. Sorry. In this video, I jump inside the room from the balcony, from the window, and they're like, "What's happening?" And actually, yeah, the story behind it is that floor is the 5th floor of a huge building, and there is not a balcony. Actually, it's like, yeah, I know it's crazy, but there is just a little space with a little fence, so you can just jump, and you have to stay. Like I was like this, hiding for 30 minutes, waiting the students come inside, and I know it seems childish, it seems stupid things, you're a joker and so on, but the mood just changed in 1 second. In 1 second, the mood changed. It's just magical. The power of laughing in a serious way is really powerful. And but every year I try to trick more and more. So last year I bought this costume. It's typical Chinese So it was really a surprise, but they understood and again, it's a way to be friendly, you know, to be getting friends somehow. We learn from each other, we teach each other. Speak. I really trust me, so school is not just what happened in school. This is another crazy stuff. Okay, I'm going to try to be short about the power of the music in a school also. Usually in China they have this kind of soldier training every year. The freshman for 4 months has to train with a real soldier, with real soldier suite. And I just went to see them. This is just a little piece of the place. It was massive. There were like 5,000 students making sort of Tai Chi training. And my students just hate this. And they asked me to go there, to stay in the public. It's like a gym, just to stay close to them, because they felt better like this. And I bring my guitar there, so I was just chilling in the public like you now. And suddenly, like, I mean, it's easy to recognize me there. I was the only one without the soldier suite. And one real soldier just came to me, really sad, angry face, and he said, he started talking Chinese. Obviously I don't speak Chinese, I barely speak Italian, so it's, and I was scared. I said, okay, I'm going. Like, I thought that I was not allowed to stay there. And in reality, he was trying to asking me to play the guitar in the middle of the field. And you know, there was these funny things in which I was going away, and he was taking me like this, because he wanted to ask me to stay instead of leave. But we have some problem with facial expression. But anyway, and this happened. You know, it's something that never happened in the history of these things. They said to me that the training was stopped for 30 minutes just to see someone playing the guitar. And I'm not the best player. I'm not like David Gilmour. No, I'm just one. I learned 3 months before. So it's the power of that instrument, It's the power of the sound, it's the power of the community that can block a training, a military training, and I find it really, really interesting. And this is to show just the power of this. I don't know if we have time, but I really want to make a little exercise with you, just five minutes, just to share with you what happened in class. We did something similar these days in DEM class and Lindsay class. Maybe in 5 minutes we can try to do it. Some of you write poetry, likes to write poem or like to write composition. Yeah, no, Hannah. Yeah. Okay. If you want to come here to read some of your poems, you can. Okay. Okay, you will write a poetry in 5 minutes. Okay. You can trust me. Just what you have to do, you have to follow 3 rules. You have to listen to the music for 5 minutes, and meanwhile you have to imagine 2 or 3 colors. So you have to listen to 2 or 3 sounds that I make. Just think about this sound. Try to translate this sound into colors. There are no rules, so don't struggle. Like if you hear this and feel, oh, this is red. No, but maybe it's better blue. Just feel free. Don't think too much. So when you have these 3 colors, your color palette, you have to give a name to every color. But the name of the color doesn't have to have the name of the color. Okay. It seems like a crazy thing, but if you recognize a sound, you think about a color and the color is blue, then you have to give a name to this color. That can be summer breeze, happy summer breeze, or I don't know, it can be anything. Like smell of grass, the morning, the window, I don't know. So you don't have to say that this is blue, okay? You have to give a name to the, okay, I think you understood it. Did you understood it? Really? Because sometimes I think that I'm speaking like blah 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 like this. Okay. No, I don't need. Like I'm going to play the guitar. So it's okay. If you want to close your eyes, you can also close your eyes. I don't force you. Just do what you want. Just feel the music, 5 minutes, and then I'm going to ask you some words. And we are going to mix the words. And let's see what's happening, okay? try to think about sounds, okay? Next one. Let's see if it works. Sorry, it's not working. It's like a drop of water, but it's dry now. The water is dry. Okay, this. Try to write. Take 2 or 3 minutes to write some name. So at least you have to have 3 names, because you have 3 color, 3 sound, 3 color, 3 names. And then I'm going to ask you to just tell me what you thought. If someone is ready, can already tell me something. Ready? Well, tell me. Why not? I will blind you, and then you have to draw with blind. Okay. Someone of you want to share something? You can't stay here all the day, sorry. Yes, Anna, please. Dawn? Yeah. You mean it's an advice to me, or it's like it's done? I have to go away? Okay. 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 Someone? Just one word or a name?
Ice cubes.
Ice cubes? Okay, it's the worst poetry ever.
I'd say like happiness walking down on the beach.
Happiness walking down on the beach. So, done. Ice cubes. Happiness walking down on the beach. Okay, I'm feeling something. Like there is something happening here. Other 2? Yes, thank you so much.
Freedom.
Freedom. Last one. Obviously, you had to say something. What? Bone. Interesting. So we have really interesting. now I'll tell you why. Done. Ice cubes. I forgot.
Happiness walking down on the beach.
Happiness walking down on the beach. So, down. Ice cubes. Happiness walking down on the beach. There was someone else?
Freedom.
Freedom. Bomb. It's beautiful, huh? I'm feeling sad. I don't know if to be happy or sad about what we said, but you know, it's when we link different words together, when we link different words together, we have new feelings. You know, it's like synesthesia. And it's interesting because dawn and bones is kind of rhyme somehow. Yeah, for me, in an Italian point of view, there is a rhyme. Like my accent is like this. So it's I usually do it in like 1 hour with several exercises. So it was a little risk to do this in 5 minutes. And but thank you so much, even if it was really, really, really bad. But in reality, it was really nice because we can't control things, and what happened, and we can be what's the name? Meraviglioso, meravigliato, when you are amazed with children eyes from reality. When you see things like you are a children, and you start to be amazed by everything. And I feel like this, when these kind of words came together, it's like these words find each other somehow. They bring us landscape, they bring us images. What's the connection between ice cubes and happiness walking in the beach? It can be everything, no? It's a memory. Maybe it's my memory here, ice cubes. I felt like I was inside an ice cube 2 weeks ago. And is what I'm going to do in Sicily. Maybe it's past and future. You can imagine, really, you can be free with imagination, with everything. And you can have images about it. Yeah, sorry, Anna, it's really boring. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I'm joking. Okay, sorry. Try to be really, really fast. What time is it? Okay. 10 minutes or so? Just a minute. Okay, interesting. Okay, this is a mural that I did here at Parkside. I also am a mural painter, and this one works also for the online thing. Okay. And this was just a sketch. Thank you so much, Carrie, to ask me to paint something here, because I try also to bring my experience and my feelings through the images. So I really don't know the meaning of this, but I can feel something. And I hope that when you are surrounded by this kind of images and symbol, your body resonates somehow and something change. Especially when you don't have to think too much, I think. This another part of the mural is just a digital one, and this is a little video of the making. Okay, I can put also smaller, okay. And okay, there is no music under it. You can imagine music. Usually when you do time lapse, every music fit. I don't know, it's strange. Have you ever tried to do it? A time lapse, you can put any music, it fit. It's don't know, really strange. These are in total 4 days of work. 4 days, just for night of work, because I usually work during the night here. And but it is my first time lapse of my life. Thank you for the students that made it, but I was the one that was controlling the camera, and obviously I forgot to take the last part of the mural. So the video is incomplete, but the mural is in L121 class, so you can go there if you want to look. There is the final version, doing stupid things.
Man, vediamo, fammi abbinare.
The final result is this. You know, Gary, the beauty of laughing is that even if the presentation is really bad, we are happy anyway. No, it's beautiful like this. Okay. Because I usually run a project in Lampedusa. There is an island in Sicily. We talk about migration, and actually it's a very important topic.
Yeah, Pace, you are the best cannolo maker.
Okay, it's going to make a mess. Maybe I skip this because I'm going to talk a lot. But I wanted to tell you last two stories. I'll keep some time, sorry, about what happened when I paint mural. And it's really, let's say, similar to the teaching moment somehow. And it's about this mural that I painted in the south of Italy. This is a collaboration made by me and another artist, and we were painting this kind of beer in balance, in this fragile balance. And it's about this kind of beer that is going to disappear in Italy, is like almost extinct. And the topic was of this festival was trying to reconnect with nature and so on. And okay, I just finished the mural, I was cleaning everything, and in this house lives a family. And the family, there is a little child, is 6 years old or 5 years old, really, really little, and we met each other those days. But suddenly, in the end, he came there. I was chilling in front of the wall, and he came by me and he says, "Sorry, Carlo, can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yeah." Okay, Matteo. Matteo is the name. 5 years old, you know, it's really little. And he said, "What will be the planet in 30 years?" Oh my God, like 5 years old thinking about this. So I rolled a cigarette to him. We were no, I'm joking. We were drinking whiskey together and talking about it. But we talked a lot. I talked a lot about it, and all happened because of these images. These images went inside his brain and started to bloom somehow, no? And 5 years old. So the power of the symbols. I'm going to tell later. This is another story about power of the symbol, and not just visual symbol, but I mean physical symbol. Like if I, again, sorry if I use you, Carrie, as a reference. If I slap you and if I caress you, I don't want to slap you. Don't worry. If I slap you, it's a symbol, no? It's a body. It's I'm using my body as a symbol maker to share a feeling with you, to share a meaning. Okay. So I always say symbols are like a knife. No? You can use to cut the bread and feed a community, or you can use to kill people. So it depends on how you use it. And symbol works the same. Especially now that we are surrounded by tons of symbols. So, little story. I was painting this in Sicily. It's a soccer field. We were painting this. It's a really hard place there. It's a really poor place, and it's easy to get in trouble. And I was with some students, and we were surrounded every day by a lot of children. And obviously, they live in that place, and they wanted to collaborate with us, but in their way. So they were not able to ask us, sorry, can we help you? They just were stealing towards the stuff. They were painting with all the paintings, so I was going crazy. And so I had to deal with this kind of little troubles. And there was, especially one of them, there was like a little boss that was controlling all the other bunch of children. The name is William, and it's not a translation. Like in Sicily, there is this trend in which all the family called their son and daughter with American name. I don't know why. We have a lot of Kevin, William, Nathan, Jonathan, I don't know. But with an Italian accent, so it's Kevin, Jonathan, Nathan, okay. He was William, and William has some troubles with anger. So he can't control some of his feeling, and he shared his feeling punching people. He punched me once. He's a little guy, but he's really powerful. And I tried to ask him a lot of help. So I always ask him to help me to do stuff, because I could share some vibes with him. And I always say to him in a kind way, and truly from my heart, thank you. No, just thank you. Like, can you bring me the things? Okay, yes. Come back. Okay, thank you, William. So one day we were together in the storage. We were cleaning stuff, and he had a cutter in his hand. And it was the last day of work, and I asked him. I told him, I was really moved by saying this to him. I said to him a big thank you for all you have done these days. And he started to shake a little bit. And usually when he starts to punch people, he starts to shake. But this time he has a cutter in his hand. So actually, he was close to the door. He closed the door. There was no way out for me. Okay, I'm going to die. Nice. Or maybe I have a scar. And actually, what he did, I still have goosebumps because he just threw the cutter on the floor and he ran to hug me. And it was crazy. And we cried together. And it was crazy. Just saying thank you to a human being. Just this. Instead of going to the doctor, just go in a place in which someone say thank you to you for 1 week and then have a good rest and everything will go in a nice way. So this is the power of symbols. And sorry, Gary, now is the moment in which you're going to be fired. No, I'm enjoying. It's no symbol. I'm really sad when symbols are used. Like hold symbol are used in not in a good way. And sorry. And this is one of these. You know what is this? You know what is this? Someone can answer? Just wrong answer. Okay, but actually this is the most powerful Buddhist symbol ever. This is a Buddhist symbol. You can find it in all the culture, all the primitive culture around the planet. Because actually it's the, you can find this anywhere. If you go to Pompeii, Italy, it's full of this because it's a powerful symbol that means in Sanskrit is the way to be a good being. Like they just used in a inappropriate way, and this is happening with everything. It's happening with everything, just with everything. I mean, when I say everything, I say everything. I can give you an example, but it's really everything. So, love, obsession became love. To be smart in a tricky way, it became to be intelligent. To make a lot of money became so you are cool, but then you don't understand how to use money. So it's tricky. But if you follow your instinct and your kindness, I think that you can change this point of view. You can change the environment that surrounds you. And okay, at this moment I wanted to sing a song, but I will sing another song because we don't have time. And I usually prefer to use the black color in this way to fly a little bit with our imagination. And I like this kind of gradients that remember me the sky and the water. And these days I made a little experiment when I was home during the snow time. And I tried to change the color of some flags. And obviously I changed like the Japanese one, the Chinese one, Italian one, and obviously the American one. So obviously I don't want to offend anyone. I think it's a beautiful images and it's just an experiment. So I will sing the last song with this symbol behind me. If I'm able to use my fingers, okay. I don't know, I find it really powerful. It's going to fall for sure. The world was on fire, and no one could save me. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. No, I don't wanna fall in love. No, I don't wanna fall in love with you. With you. What a wicked game you play to make me feel this way. What a wicked things to do to let me dream of you. What a wicked things to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked things to do to make me dream of you. 'Cause I don't wanna fall in love. Wanna fall in love with The world was on fire and no one could save me but you. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to the... No, I'm joking.
Do you want to answer any questions?
No. I mean, if someone has, it's always the embarrassing moment. Someone has some question, and that is like crickets. If you have a question now, okay. If not, you can contact me and talk. Thank you so much, Kelly, and thank you, Dan, that I was in your class and it was a really beautiful time. Thank you so much. You are all great teachers, and it's beautiful that I met you, and it's beautiful that I learned a lot from you, even just for 1 hour together. So thank you so much. And to students, to everyone, to this track, the wood,